Denver, which was tied for fourth last year and lost out on a playoff on a tiebreaker. So, we were in the fourth spot, but offensively we lost a great quarterback in Bryson, but we're super.
So let's talk about Florence a little bit. This is a 7-8.
They do a really good job. Very alarming for us. They've changed offensive and defensive coordinators. So you're in your routine, you're in your environment. And when you take kids on the road, you're out of that routine, So, it's
last year was the first year in 7A, second year in 7A. Talk about what that year of experience.
All that we hope will grow benefits from what we've done.
I had after talking to Coach Mitchell, and then after and coaches are pumped and really expecting something. Take a break here for the national anthem. Just excuse us for just a moment. The Florence High School Falcons, and for one more season, the home of the UNA Lions.
As a game the next day, it's their responsibility to take down things like welcome.
Yeah, that's great.
I can tell you from a standpoint, and obviously, UNA would come in and host, because I guarantee you, UNA is going to have to do stuff on a Friday. Well, that'd be a really difficult thing transitionally. White uniforms with the red trim down the pant legs and the Columbia blue helmets.
Love it. This year, Florence came to Tuscaloosa. We took them on and handled them fairly easy. I guess. What'd you say? And an interesting fact about these two teams, unless it's changed since last year, Hillcrest, the second smallest.
So it's all a guessing game until the state, basically certifies the numbers. I gave you some rosters. Helmet while you guys find.
Got it. Yeah,
rosters.
Yeah. Okay, so Hillcrest lined up behind the goal.
Senior leaders. Who's the sponsor of the coin toss this year, Brent?
Alabama. And absolutely, they're the best. All right, let's see if we can catch who's. We're not on the keys to the game. We're not on the keys to the game.
Well, let's get on.
Zay Hall out there for the Hillcrest Patriots.
I got a question, Brent. You have your binoculars. Are you expecting to see?
It looks like Hillcrest won the toss and has deferred to the second half. All right, so we'll be on defense.
Real interest among other major D1 programs, and of course the hometown Tide. Hey, we're getting better at holding up that banner. That's not an easy thing to do, by the way. So the cheerleaders doing a real.
At Hillcrest is our new cameraman. Super excited to have him on board with us. I think he's going to do a great job. He's also on the defensive line. Jaden Scott there, another defensive line play tonight. Inside. DJ Jones, one of the corners. Kylan Norfleet also at cornerback. And Joe Davidson, the other safety. So that's the defensive starting lineup for the Pats here tonight. World or something, it seems like you're never going to get there.
I will say I'm really excited. I also, doesn't it feel a little
appointment though,
Yeah.
And for that to happen, and I think that's the
4 seasons with the Patriots. He's a resounding 40-9.
Tiger Rock for sponsoring us this year.
Elijah Miller, if he does that all season, that's a good weapon to have. It negates any sort of.
The nerves had to be running through his veins on that kick.
Listen, the coaches and his teammates are very high on what he's going to bring to the team this year. Falcons, he takes the snap, swings it out to the right to his running back, who flips it down the field, and it is just out of. Davis hands it off to his running back on second down. He'll be tackled
after the very first set of chains to be third and long, especially if you're the defense. By the way, credit to Joe Davidson.
Press coverage there, willing to give up the 6-yard button hook there.
Trouble right here for the Florence Falcons. Brings it from the left side to the right. He's going down the sidelines and pushed out of bounds finally in Florence territory.
Great job being coached up by that, too. You know that? Knowing the new rule right there, knowing you have to turn your back. So
varsity quarterback, starting quarterback for the Patriots. He takes the snap. It's a little off the pass.
And, that's not something we saw Jordan being able to do in the spring game or last week at Patriot Day. He was in the no contact. It's buffering bad. 9:59
remaining I guess we could go to our hotspot, try to go to our hotspot and connect.
Change from 1080p to 720p. I think that's going to be offsides on the Falcons, right? See if there's a new trade just under 3 minutes. Pretty good situation, fellas.
Absolutely. Here's a
couple years ago, and we were talking about the Armwood game from it looks like the Hillcrest Patriots have at least begun the night as the bullies.
And we love it up here, but there's a big game.
He's 1-for-1 on the season.
Great job by Mason Cameron. Clean snap, clean hold, clean kick right there.
Yeah, and I thought it was funny.
No, it's very good. I'm sorry, I'm working on the time. No, I agree, Brad.
I wasn't even listening to you, but I'm sure it was hilarious.
I'm sure it was hilarious.
Is it like just buffering and not going at all?
Right. Like
but it was okay for a while, right?
We're talking. We were
the output signal.
We can't stop it in the middle of 32. Nice run back by the Falcons.
Yeah, Nigel and company love to do, but you expect your team to tackle.
Maybe about a yard. Kalen Triplett after the handoff there from his quarterback, Cade Davis.
It allowed Hillcrest to kind of encompass him.
Davis back to pass, being pressured. I did.
Of all the times.
Yeah.
I did do a replay.
Oh, well, I can't see it. Give that the credit because it looked like a one and another breadstick.
All right, Chambly and shotgun into the Centel Home Design red zone.
My favorite thing when opponents give up 20 yards and
The 8, pickup of 3, it'll be second down and 7.
Hey, going back a good tight spiral right there. Got him in stride, allowed him to pick up that 20
a
yards.
lot of times when you're throwing the ball away from yourself.
With the second TD of the night.
Now, early, fellas, at the 8:54 mark.
All right, so the extra point attempt, the Dr. Brandy Patterson extra point attempt will be coming your way.
Well, I can't imagine, guys, a much better start, whether it be our...
To a commercial break to try to do this. I'm sorry, the quarter break.
HS as well?
Yes. So, and I don't mean a little bit, but not terrible. Not terrible. Look, guys.
Here's Total Leather down at the 25-yard line, and that's where the Florence Falcons will take over.
Down and limit him to any extra yards.
Yeah, it looks like we're lagging a lot. You're right. He picks up about 3. It's second down and 7.
Pretty good game there.
Evan, Cade Davis, the quarterback in shotgun, calling the snap.
Getting it from behind and bringing up a big 3rd and 3 for the Falcons.
That was Card. But they're saying he got it. I believe, or first down of the night for the Florence Falcons. We've got a timeout. We'll take a break here at this timeout. Your score, Hillcrest 14, Florence nothing.
Ignite, you should be involved in the night. It will be the best decision that you.
Down after only a gain of about a yard, it'll be second and 9. Snap, the pass over here to the right side.
No.
Actually,
2 yards, Brent.
I think Cade Davis was not going to pump fake it and thought better than to throw it because it looked like he was going to throw it. Well done there by the defense.
and the Falcons will be forced to punt. 1-yard line, Caden looks for a seam, makes a move, dances his way forward to about the 30.
Brad, you're good about this. How many plays have we run on offense? In this first 9 minutes of this game.
Well, obviously, with the turnover, you get that +1 possession.
No doubt.
Is nice. He's very versatile. You just throw it to him in the back, out of the backfield. He can do whatever.
Across the 45-yard line. Only a pickup. A lot of confusion with that
That's
this year.
right.
Because they have similar builds. The number 5 and the number 6, similar running styles.
Well, and you know, Hillcrest
route right there. Chambly put the ball on the money. He just couldn't complete the catch, though.
I thought it was.
Brings up 2nd and 10 right now from the Florence 45.
Chambly under center. A little sweep coming to.
I read that as 95. You guys can correct me if
No,
I'm
that
wrong.
looked right to me as well.
But it did a really good job kind of reading the play and making the Hillcrest backfield.
Brad, how long was that ball in the air? About a tenth.
Hands of Caden Smith.
Okay, so the Dr. Brandy Patterson extra point is up, and the combination works perfectly for another Brandy Patterson.
I can't believe it's still the first quarter. It's 21-0. Earlier in the quarter when we talked about
Especially Jordan looks so confident. No hesitation whatsoever.
You're right.
They just seem to know what they're doing and when to do it and just pull. I knew his name. I knew his name.
Tell you what.
The 30 and the fumble, and who's got it? Looks like
I think Florence
fell on top of it.
It's funny. You brought up.
Wait, you're talking about
The
Jimmy
Florence
McDonald?
kid. No, I'm talking about the Florence.
All right, so here we go. Cade Davis, the quarterback, in shotgun. Kalen Triplett behind him. Cade Davis.
The last play of the first quarter. Florence does not have to run another play. 17 seconds left, 26.
Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Ignite is a high school student employment initiative. We have a summer job fair, and a lot of employers have hired. Ignite is a high school student employment initiative. High school student employment initiative.
We are back here at Florence, Alabama's Braley Stadium, where the Patriots, Brian, if you can change that score to 21, it's 21-0. I'm sorry. It says 21-2Q.
No,
Florence's score is
21. You're right.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yep.
I was looking at it wrong.
Yes, it's
My
0
bad.
right there.
My
Yes,
bad, yeah. Okay. Anyway, 21-0.
I screw up enough on my own.
Patriots.
I don't need to be blamed for stuff I didn't screw up.
21-0 Patriots here at the end of the first quarter, and we've made some adjustments on our live stream, so the picture may be a little bit fuzzier, but it looks like we've got at least a streaming video going without pausing at the moment. So hopefully we've got that under control for you here, and we'll give you 3 quarters of good football. All right, here's the pass completed, and the little hook and ladder down the sidelines to the 40-yard line. Gadget plays. Gadget plays are great. Oh, we need to skip to the. Okay, sorry about that. Gadget plays are great. Can you switch the camera?
It does.
Okay, there it is.
I know what you're about
Gadget
to
plays
say.
are great when they work, but if you're depending on gadget plays, then you're in trouble.
That's correct. Let's hope they continue to to depend on them.
Davis swings it out to the right side this time, complete.
Good job, Joe.
Good job.
Joe Davidson coming up to make the tackle after only a gain of a couple.
That's a lot harder than you think. I mean, first of all, Joe's not a very big kid, okay? And number 8 for Florence, Cavante Green, he is listed as 6'1", 215. And I can promise you, Joe is not 6'1" or 215.
Joe absorbed that stiff arm well, man, and then was able to wrap him up, held some Patriot help, and held him to 3 yards.
Joe Davidson and Griffin Armstrong probably together aren't 215.
All right, here's a handoff to the fullback up the middle. He fights his way forward for a couple of yards. He'll bring it down to the 32-yard line, about 3 yards short of the first down, and it will be 4th down. Right here, the deepest penetration of the night by far by the Florence Falcons. Do they go for it on 4th down, or is it third down?
Third down now.
It's third down.
Okay. So, hopefully we have to find out, Brent.
The marker read 4th down momentarily.
Obviously, the play so far of the drive was the shenanigans
the hook and lateral, yeah. All right, so 3rd and 3. Davis under center, pitch out, and the tackle made at the 30-yard line. He is just short by about a yard, so it will be 4th down. Now I can ask the question. But you go for it, of course, down 21-0 at your opponent's 30-yard line.
And they're probably regardless of last year as well, but their D1 kicker is now at UNA. This is within the range of that young man, but down 21-0. Even with that young man, I'd expect them to go for it.
Well, I agree, and Brent, you said it correctly to me. This is their deepest penetration of the evening, so.
Here's a quarterback sneak, and it looks like he has enough for the first down.
Yeah, I think so.
As he moves it to the 28, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Well done there by the Falcons.
And thank you, while we have a chance, thank you, Patriot Nation, for your patience. At you know, it's one of those things that everything is working great when you start out. Then as soon as you go on the air, things go wrong. But it looks like we got it figured out.
I think we're doing a little bit better. We exited a replay on the NFHS. Are we still in? Are we good on NFHS with the replay, not replay? It's okay.
What do you mean replay,
well, I mean,
not
sometimes,
replay?
like, you know how when you hit a replay and then you have to exit replay? I just didn't know if we're still stuck.
No, we're not, no. You don't. It goes off automatically.
Oh, okay. Well, I had somebody text me about it. So.
All right, here's a completion to Kalen Triplett around left end. He's got a pickup of 10. A nice tackle there by the Patriots. Number 22, Kylan Norfleet, flipping him upside down.
Yeah, well done.
But 10 yards down the field. But he did come up from his safety position to make the tackle. Okay, good.
This is a great drive by Florence.
They are in the Centel Home Design red zone for the first time tonight.
Yeah, we're going to need that defense to kind of hunker down right here, see if they can shut the door on any points for the Falcons.
Cade Davis takes the snap, looks to his right, slings it out of bounds, incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Kamarcus Silvers almost had the second one because he almost threw that one.
Yeah.
And if he had, Kamarcus would be scoring the 27th point right now.
Okay, so to me, Florence hasn't presented any sort of deep threat, especially on the opposite field numbers. So you got to throw, near side hash or far side hash to near side numbers. That's a tough throw. But Hillcrest is playing way up, especially this deep into the field, pressing them hard right here.
Kay Davison shotgun, Norfleet, play action pass over everybody's head, incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Yep. Looks like they brought pressure. It looked like number 21, possibly Caden Treadway right there. Good pressure from the outside there. Quarterback had to get rid of it quickly. A bit of a duck there. Brings up a big 3rd and 10.
Probably better that he threw a duck because he was throwing into double coverage.
Florence.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just happy now that I can relax and stop worrying about trying to fix so many technical issues while calling the game at the same time.
Just keep calling.
That takes a lot of...
Hey, listen, Jinx and Jones, just keep calling it.
Okay. Cade Davis back to pass. He will be brought down by Zay Hall. Sack.
Here, okay, huge play for two reasons. Number one, that brings up 4th and really long. Second, that sack likely takes Florence out of any sort of legitimate field goal range, as that's sitting at the 26. That's a 43-yard field goal. Do they have the leg for a 43-yard field goal attempt? I don't know. This could be an early Hail Mary-ish play from their own 20 or from the Hillcrest 26-yard line with 4th and 19, 4th and 18.
That's right, Brad.
Okay.
I wonder if he can pooch punt this.
Man, that would be super.
Here we go on 4th and about 18.
There's a flag. It's on
them. It's on them.
Okay. Would you consider pooch punting from the opponent 26
with 4th and 19?
I don't know. The only thing is, to me, that's like you might as well get a flag.
Right.
I mean, you might as well get a white flag out and take it to the house.
That's true. Good point. You got to at least give it a shot, but they're going to have to give it a bigger shot now because now it's 4th and 24 from the 31. Now here's a place where you might pooch punt it, honestly. Cade Davis takes the snap, drops back, being pressured, and he escapes the sack, but he will not have enough for the first down as he runs it over the left side to the 24-yard line. The Pats will take over on downs right there. You requested for the defense to step up, and they came through.
They did, and then the sack by Zay Hall made all the difference in the world, obviously. But look, credit to Cade Davis. I realized they didn't get the first down. He didn't throw it away, but he didn't shy away from any contact. That probably hurt. I mean, he just got squished, and he didn't shy away from it at all. So credit to that kid. He looks pretty good, like a tough player to me.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't want to say nicely done because we're getting the ball back, but at the same time, tough play. Credit to him.
Showing fortitude.
I love it. Yes, and anytime a kid plays hard, you kind of respect that. So.
Caden Smith comes in motion. Jordan Shamley takes the snap, hands it off to Jacoby Harris. Jacoby is met after a short gain of about 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Speaking of not shying away from contact, Jacoby's not been scared of any contact tonight. He's gotten the ball in some space and made some plays, but when he's needed to lower his shoulder, he's had no problem doing it.
That's funny. I was about to say, I think I would like for him to hit that hole just a little lower.
Right.
I felt like he was standing up a little tall, and, he got pushed back at the initial contact, but did a pretty good job maintaining his ground. But I would love for him to hit that hole just a little bit lower in stance.
Jordan will keep this one around right in, cuts it to the inside, but he's got nowhere to go. Actually, he fights his way forward for a few yards. Tough running by Jordan Shamley. He moves it forward actually about 4 yards, making it 3rd down and 2.
There was the bully.
Also, good job by our offensive lineman right there.
If you want to see the replay, this is the YouTube. That's a few seconds, but like a play behind.
Okay, good.
So you can see it right there.
I appreciate that. Also, I'm glad that it's, and I know that it may be slightly blurrier, but it's not very blurry.
Right, it's definitely watchable.
Yeah.
Jordan under center on 3rd down and 2, and it looks like Florence has jumped off sides, and it will be a penalty against the Falcons, giving the Patriots a free Stephen Fikes All-State 1st down.
Jaden White, the guilty party for Florence. Look, earlier in the game, and actually a couple of times, I've seen him make some really, really solid tackles for Florence. So he's doing really well up front. The only problem is he's a sophomore, and that play shows his age. A little bit of veteran status needs to be, he needs a little bit more experience under his belt. Still a tough player.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Pats. Here's a handoff. Off the gut. And unable to keep his feet. He would have had 6. Was that number 6?
That's number 6.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay,
Yep.
Javion Lowe. Wow.
See, I want you
Enough
to say
for a
6
first down,
for 6.
though.
Whenever he scores, you're going to have to say 6 for 6.
Absolutely. He moves it down to the 46-yard line into Falcon territory, though. 6:30 remaining in this first half. Hillcrest up 21-0 and in Falcon territory once again. Javion Lowe is at fullback. Jacoby Harris at tailback. Jordan Shamley under center. The toss sweep to Jacoby around right in. He evades one tackler, moves it forward for about 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6 from the 45.
He's pretty tough to bring down, fellas. I mean, he's not a very big guy, but number one, he's pretty elusive. However, he doesn't really try to avoid contact. He just does a good job with it when he hits it.
All right, we got a timeout on the field, so we will take a timeout as well. We're back after this. This is the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Is this supposed to be updating?
Okay, we are back here at Braley Stadium. Brent Jones, Brad Armstrong, and Brian Pirano, and the Hillcrest broadcast crew. Thanks for joining us here tonight. The Patriots up 21-0, and with the ball in Florence territory at the 45, 2nd down and about 7. Jordan Shamley under center. Play action, being pressured, but he completes it over here to the left side to Javion Lowe, who is pushed out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. That's very close to 1st down yardage.
Good job at the O-line there.
Yes.
They let him come all the way across the route there. Was not the first read. Good job by Jordan taking a couple steps back, but put the ball right on the money, even though he was falling backwards, able to get the 1st down.
Obviously, I have zero idea about the route tree there, but it looked like that was his 3rd read.
That's what I thought so, too.
And I was like,
wow,
same thing. That's pretty impressive. Anytime you get to a 3rd read and you're the quarterback, that's pretty good. I don't care what level you're at.
Jordan barking signals to his teammates, takes the snap. It's the belly G to Javion Lowe. Javion moves it forward only about a yard to the 37. It'll be 2nd down and 9. You don't often see the Billy G go laterally, but it kind of did that time and only picked up a yard.
Brad, do you happen to have what time this drove began for us? Anybody remember that?
No.
I'm wondering.
I remember us. I do
That's
not.
That's fine. I just noticed that it just seems like we're really, really starting to eat the clock in this second quarter.
Yeah, when did we possess the ball at the quarter change?
I'm trying to. I can't remember if it was 21-0 or 14-0 at the
I know, and I cannot remember who was holding the ball.
Chambly in shotgun on 2nd down and 9. Austin Cherry in motion, fake the sweep. Jordan releases it down the field, and it is incomplete, just out of the reach of Caden Smith.
That wasn't a bad ball.
No,
I know it was double coverage.
Yeah,
I know that.
It was a good play by Florence's defensive backs, and to be honest, they were beaten, but they made a great play. I
wouldn't have hated him maybe going with his initial read with Trent Curley down down the near sideline here. Did have single coverage there, but it's never a bad play to throw it up to number 3.
Well, and I think that decision outweighed maybe the better choice. Yeah. He's like locked in, forget it. I'm throwing it to 3.
Looks like the Pats are going to have to call timeout with some confusion on the field. But with the timeout, we'll see if we can do that break again. It didn't work last time, so we'll come back after this. Hillcrest up 21-0, the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Our mission is to improve lives in the community. You have to have a right.
Okay, back at Braley Stadium. See the nice Jumbotron shot there from Braley Stadium.
It's a beautiful stadium.
It really is nice. Well, it's a college football stadium.
That's right. And Brian and I were walking up here before the game, and of course we looked at the field. We're like, man, we are at a D1 stadium.
Right.
We're going to play today. I mean, this game kind of takes you to a lot of places, and you should appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Chambly in shotgun again. Here comes Javion Lowe in motion. He swings around and catches the pass around the left end, but he's met and breaks a tackle, moves it forward to the 34-yard line, where it will be 4th down for the Pats, 4th and about 6.
Yeah, I would expect Coach Mitchell to go for it here, even with the lead. I don't see the punter coming on.
Just because of field position.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think that last couple yards we got there from Javion probably sealed the deal that Coach Mitchell was going to, I don't know about roll the dice, but certainly attempt to pick up these last 6 yards.
I also wouldn't be completely shocked to see some sort of snap count change.
Agreed.
Just to see if we can catch them offside. Well, not now with the play clock so low.
We got to
take a timeout. Yep. That's a good timeout. And by the way, thanks again to our sponsors for timeouts. Longtime sponsor for timeouts. We had one before. We didn't call them out. Tidwell Paint and Body.
Oh, yeah.
Sponsored our
and that's what we have right now.
Yes, and our second timeout of the night, also sponsored by Tidwell
And
Paint
Brad,
and Body.
I believe on our way up here, we went through Jason's hometown. You and I were talking on the bus. We went by the Brilliant, and their mascot is? Oh, my bad. I thought you were ready. I swear I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I apologize.
It's okay.
But like,
you don't need to apologize.
We passed. We went through Brilliant right there.
Buccaneer. No, back in the day, it was like.
Either way, the Fighting Jason Tidwell from Brilliant there. We thank you to the whole Tidwell clan.
I'm going to look this up.
I talked to Jason on the phone today. He's pumped up about this new season. He's, like y'all said, one of our longtime sponsors. So great to have him on board once again.
The Brilliant Tigers, by the way.
Oh, that was
I know.
Anticlimactic.
I know. Yeah. So... By the way, the Hillcrest Tennis mascot game of the week tonight is between the Red Devils as Fife takes on Maplesville.
That's actually a big game.
All right, so fourth down, guys. Fourth down here. 4th and 6 for the Pats, so they're going for it. Jordan Chambly takes the snap, rolls to his right, looks downfield, slings it complete. No, incomplete. Austin Cherry. He had it in his hands, but couldn't hold on to it.
I thought that was really well done. We just didn't come up with it.
It was a good pass.
Obviously, I'm wrong.
He just wasn't able to hold on to it.
I think if he had to do it over again, or Coach Mitchell had his druthers. I thought he might have had Cherry in the flat right there. Trent Curley in the flat right there that possibly could have picked up the first down. It's nonetheless, good ball by him, though. Quick RSV update. Looks like Central is up on Tuscaloosa County 14-7. Not sure how much left in that game.
Couple of juggernauts there. I mean, both schools have state champions. State championships.
Good point. Excellent.
All right, so Florence takes over on downs now. Cade Davis hands it off to his running back over left tackle. Not much room there, only a couple of yards. To the running back, number 7. Now, was that number 7? Yeah. Playing at running back, Jimmy McDonald. He's also listed as a wide receiver.
Tuscaloosa County won their state championship in football, 1997? Central won theirs maybe 2007? Somewhere in that?
Central won before that, right. Most recently.
Got to correct myself. That was 17, but he's not on the roster here. Here's a handoff over left tackle once again. Zay Hall and company there to greet him after a very short gain of about a yard. And it will be 3rd down and about 8. We'll call it 7 for the Falcons.
I'd love to get the defense, I'd love for the defense to get the offense back on the field by getting a big stop right here. First of all, I'd love to see another punt return by the dynamic duo in the backfield. And then I'd also like to see us put up one more set of points if we could. Because the more points you get in the first half, boys, you got to be super aggressive here. We got one timeout remaining, if I remember correctly, and I'd love to use it.
Yeah, 3:40 remaining in the first half. Florence with a swing pass out here to the right side.
Yep.
That man, Jimmy McDonald, who's been great on the kickoff returns, tries to swing it to the middle, but he's met there, and there is a flag down.
Yeah, Zay got him pretty good. Zay brought him down, but it was obviously by the face mask right there. I'm not sure there's not on I think every official on the field threw a flag on that play.
Well, Zay did hand him his face back, his face mask back after the tackle.
Looked like he got it so hard he was going to hand him his head back to him.
That's a good point,
true,
no doubt.
I'm glad he kept his head.
So it's a 15-yard mark off.
Look, I'm rooting for Zay today, but if he goes to Bama and then he starts ripping face masks off Tennessee Volunteers, we're going to have another word, you know what I'm saying? So, not going to be cheering for him then. That's for sure.
Oh, I will.
You'll still be cheering for Zay in your heart, though. I know you.
Just kidding. I did root for Brian Robinson a lot, except for when he scored.
By the way, there's Brian Robinson news to talk about.
We will talk about it.
There's a fumble once again after the handoff to Kalen Triplett, but the Falcons are able to fall on top of it. After a loss of a yard from the fumble, it'll be 2nd down and 11.
It's the second or third time Florence put the ball on the ground this evening. They safely recovered all of them. But still a good job by the Pats defense, kind of putting that thought in their mind. Winding under 3 minutes in this second quarter.
Defense does look hungry still, fellas. Oh, I love the discipline, too. They've played with a lot of it so far tonight.
Yeah, Cade Davis with a hard count, but Hillcrest maintains their discipline and stays onside, like you said. Cade Davis takes the snap, hands it off to his running back around left end. He breaks through momentarily.
That's a really good
spot. A couple of yards.
He got tackled. Watch this. Let's see where they're going to mark this. They end up marking it at the 46. Okay, fine. But does he? Let's see where. Boom! He did lands at the 48.
Yeah,
give me those 3 feet back. That's okay.
That's all right. It's 3rd down
being
and
greedy.
10.
I'm being greedy. I know that. But look, people that are greedy generally, get more gummies.
Okay. That should be on a T-shirt or a sign or something.
We'll sell it.
Yeah, Florence had to use their first time out as the play clock was winding close to 0. 1:51 left in the first half.
Tidwell Paint and Body again, sponsoring timeouts tonight and all season long. Thanks again to Tidwell Paint and Body, tidwellpaintandbody.com. Jason Tidwell, formerly a brilliant Tiger, now a Hillcrest Patriot. So thanks again to Jason Tidwell. Remember, kids went to Hillcrest. We love him. We're thankful for him. Time for a break.
Now let's take a quick break.
Yep.
All right, we are back after the timeout. Florence 3rd and 10 at the Hillcrest 46-yard line, trailing 21-0. Cade Davis back to pass, releases this one deep, has a man, and it is through the fingertips of his intended receiver. That's twice. You're right,
Jimmy
Brad.
McDonald.
That's twice.
That was Jimmy McDonald right
should
there.
have had that one.
That's
for
a heck
sure.
of a ball. I mean, he hit that on stride right there. Jimmy McDonald ran under it, had the DB beat, couldn't hold it in.
Had the post route. I thought he hit him right in stride. Did a really good job. Actually, swapped me. I'm sorry because I got scores on the back. But yeah, good ball by Cade Davis.
Okay,
Brad, you got your wish.
Hillcrest
get the ball back.
Oh, the dynamic duo.
Back to receive the punt. Yes, indeed. The snap, the kick is away.
No, not even
this
thinking about
returning.
returning
This will be out of range of the returners. It takes a Florence bounce inside the 5, all the way down to the 2. But here's drama for you, right? 1:30 remaining. They'll stop it at 1:29. The Pats with 98 yards to go. Can they get it done?
One timeout. This is just my thought. With the position, obviously, you're going to go conservative to begin with. At least in our 5-year, or now our 5th year of covering Jamie Mitchell era of Hillcrest football, it's generally conservative until you can afford not to be. You know, you're not going to be ultra aggressive right here, up 3 touchdowns at your own 2-yard line. But if you can bust one to the 20, if you can get out to the 25, something like that, pick up a first down or so.
Even
That's
with
right.
just one first down.
Yes, then you start to consider more aggressive risks.
Right, here's the belly G. Only will pick up a couple of yards to Javion Lowe. But you're right, there's no reason to go for broke right here, up 21-0, because you start slinging it around. What can happen when you throw the ball in the air? 2 things are bad, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Incomplete or intercepted.
Well, there's
intercepted, and they score, and they're right back in the game.
Well, Brent, don't forget stops clock. And you don't really want the clock to stop in this situation, because with a minute to go, you're up 3 scores. It's okay to literally hand the ball off and let the clock go to the, because who gets the ball at the first half or the second half? We do. So we're going to get the ball back again.
Either way.
You want to end this half with the ball in your possession.
All right, so here's another handoff. And breaking through.
Well, see, now things have changed. Yeah, that nearly got
to the 17-yard line. 39 seconds. Stephen Fikes, All-State first down. He just has great instincts, guys.
Well, and I think you're going to see something similar. And if he breaks another one like that, then you might see a little more aggressive chunk down the field. I still don't think the Patriots are going to get super aggressive just yet.
That was pretty much a touchdown-saving tackle right there. There was nobody else behind him.
The funny thing is, when you have a player like that, you don't have to be aggressive to make big plays. And I think that's obviously the benefit of handing the ball off to number 5. And with the clock, Hillcrest is going to take one more snap.
It might be a knee.
Yeah.
Huh. All right, Jordan Chambly back to pass, throwing it deep. Caden Smith is there, and he makes the catch, yes, at the 47-yard line.
No, he didn't make the catch.
Oh, he didn't.
Yeah, we got 2 seconds left, though, guys.
But he did grab his arm.
He didn't catch
the replay. Watch the replay.
We can't. It's too late.
Here we go. Here we go.
Watch, look, he grabs the guy. Obvious in that. It was obvious to me in that replay.
So close.
It wasn't super obvious.
No, and I don't think Caden had much of a reaction. Neither did our sideline. So maybe a little cleaner in real life than it looked up here.
Oh, it always looks good up here.
1 play left in this half, barring a penalty.
Here's a handoff over right guard. Out of bounds at the 40-yard line goes Jacoby Harris. And Jacoby picking up some nice numbers here on this last drive, even though it didn't result in points.
Jacoby, that was a 30-yard run right there. That very well may have put him over 100 yards on the ground alone this half, guys.
Had a nice half, fellas, as did the whole Hillcrest team. And we'll take a break before we come back for halftime fun.
We will take a break, and we'll be back with the Stephen Fikes All-State Halftime Show. This is Hillcrest Football. Your score, 21-0 Pats. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network. All right, we are back, and you see the Hillcrest Patriot Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band on the field, and we're going to take a minute to watch the Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band as they perform for you and their halftime show. So we'll take a quick break here for that, and we'll be back in just a few minutes with the second half, well, actually with the Stephen Fikes All-State Halftime Show. So it'll be coming your way soon.
You're good. I promise, girl. I ain't judging you. I mean, but we're not going to replace you till the third quarter, Mr.
Pride of Patriot Parkway Marching Band here at Braley Stadium in Florence, Alabama. We're going to take a quick break and we'll return right after this. And it's more of the Stephen Fikes All-State halftime show. So keep it right here. We'll be back. We're going to have some college preview. We're going to take a look at the stats, even though we don't know that they're completely accurate. We're going to take a look at the stats, and we will also update you on some scores from around the state that are going on. So keep it here on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network. Hillcrest 21, Florence nothing at halftime. All right, we are back here on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network with the Patriots leading 21-0.
Oh, all is right with the world, Brent.
It's
when
everything,
we're winning, everything is candy canes and rainbows.
Great,
and the broadcast is awesome. Yes.
We've had our share of technical difficulties tonight, but
who cares?
We're working our way through.
No one cares if we're winning.
Hey, you guys, y'all got some scores for us from the RSV Design scoreboard
We
update?
sure do, buddy. We'll start off right now with, we'll do a little bit of our region just because I'm watching a little on NFHS Network right now. We got Hewitt-Trussville leading Jag 41-0 right now. Got Tuscaloosa County trailing the Falcons from Tuscaloosa 17-6. Should be right around halftime now. Brad, you got a couple as well, and I'll get some more.
Yeah, and you know, stick with the region theme. Last night, Pike Road were winners over the Lions from Prattville, 21-14. I've got Vestavia leading Westside, and I believe we said they were from South Carolina.
Right.
I've got Vestavia 35, Westside 7.
Awesome. Briarwood leading Oak Mountain 3-0. Thompson, after struggling against Carver last night, it was 6-6 at halftime. Thompson went on to close it out comfortably, 37-6 over Carver. I believe that was at the Crampton Bowl. We played there plenty.
I've got IMG 7, Hoover 0. And that's obviously one of the games of the night for the entire country.
No doubt.
You know, both those teams are highly rated throughout the land.
Back to a little Hillcrest flavor. The team, our opponent next week, Sparkman Senators, they trail the Spain Park Jaguars 27-7 at halftime.
27, okay.
And then just a couple other games of interest. McGill and Daphne tied at 14 all.
I'm looking. One of the ones I talked a little bit about. I do have. Where's the other one? Of course, last night Tuscaloosa Academy over ACA for the people from Tuscaloosa. 16-14 TA over ACA.
Another one, defending 4A state champions, defeating the leading Saraland 6-0 late in the second quarter.
Who is leading Saraland?
Jackson, 4A state champions.
And Jackson's got that big, but he's not playing.
He's not playing, but they're loaded overall.
Wow. I've got Homewood leading John Carroll 31-7.
Not sure why Mountain Brook's playing Demopolis, but they are, and they're up 16-0 at the end of a quarter.
That seems like a really odd pairing.
The same thing. When I looked at
Demopolis.
How do those two? I'm not sure.
You know, the funny thing is, obviously, this is a reclassification cycle for us this year, and this is always the fall that we do a lot of scheduling, and it's kind of a really fun process to try to find opponents that are non-region. Obviously, we'll have 6 or 7, depending on where we end up in classification. We'll have generally 7 region opponents, and that schedule is created for us, right? We do that through the process.
Those weeks are determined. It's a draw to see who plays whom, when they play them, and then it'll just alternate home and away next year and the year after, Brad.
But the 3 non-region games, you basically have 4 weeks in which you can play those games, and you try to figure out, okay, who are we going to play? Are we going to play there? Are we going to play at your play? And that's obviously how we ended up playing Florence. We scheduled this a few years back, and to me, it's one of the most fun processes of high school sports because you really kind of envision, all right, we want a competitive game. We want people that are going to travel, and obviously they want people that will travel because you sell tickets. You got to think about all these things. But at the same time, you don't want to play somebody that's outside of your wheelhouse from an athletic competition standpoint. You don't want to beat the heck out of somebody. Right. You don't want to get the heck beaten out of you. And so, I'll be honest with you, Pat, 2 years ago, we really had a difficult time finding people that would play us.
Also, and I think you know this, but I think something a lot of folks may not know, if there is a tie within the region, you have to make sure they're within, 2 classifications, right?
That's exactly right.
So even if, an ACA or somebody, not that we would play ACA, or we have to make sure that is within, if we are 7A, 5A, or 6A, just in case that tiebreaker will go in our favor, Brad. And you also mentioned a big thing. We have to think about the gate, right?
Yeah.
Some of these schools, Florence, this beautiful school building an $8 million new indoor facility, they're certainly more fortunate to have a more stable financial situation at times. So we got to think about making that gate, being able to pull in that money, and like you said, conversely, Florence would like somebody that travels well to help them out financially.
Sure. And, obviously, there's a certain level of expectation of how many people you think you're going to bring, and you can't determine that always. Sure. So you just do the best you can with scheduling. And, of course, speaking of non-region, and you mentioned our opponent next week, Brian.
Right.
The Senators of Sparkman, and we'll be taking those guys on. They're also from North Alabama. Oh, I'm sorry, Brandon, it's up there. Let somebody else borrow it. But the Senators will be coming to our place next Friday night, of course, August 29th, leading into Labor Day weekend. So we'd love to have you out at Roy Johnson Stadium. And please, consider coming out. I know it's going to be great weather. I'm sure I didn't just jinx us or anything.
Nope.
And home kickoff, and, of course, the following week we're at Hoover to start region play. So it's really our only chance to see the Patriots before, a couple weeks of football.
Get serious.
Right.
And, last year I think we got them pretty good, 31-10, if I'm looking at it right now. So, but, Sparkman, from what I've read, is a little bit improved. And I think it'll be the first home game. We were very fortunate to have such a great turnout last week. Saw so many former Patriots there.
Patriot Spirit Night.
That Patriot Day, right? So we certainly hope they come out. And as Brad correctly predicted, I'll go ahead and look into the future. We're going to have beautiful weather, and we hope everybody can make it out.
Oh, gosh, thanks for jinxing it, guys. Both of you.
Listen, Jinxie Jonesy didn't say anything. Yeah.
Hey, guys, we have some stats. These are not probably entirely accurate because, what a surprise, the stats program crashed on us right as the game was starting. But Ariel Lewis was able to bring it back and help us out here. So I can give you some stats here, even though they may not be completely accurate. No, that's not accurate because we have Jordan Shamley with 1 for 18 yards.
Right, I think it's a little bit. And then, I think Jacoby right there has like 5 carries for 71 yards, something like that, Brent.
Yeah, I've got Jacoby here with 10 carries for 119.
Okay, that's very much updated. I'll tell you a story. I always predict the score in my classroom and everything today, and I had a young man say, well, Coach, here's my prediction. Man, we're going to have Jacoby. He's going to run for 150 yards. And I was like, well, that's really great. I said, I think that may be a little ambitious, maybe total yards. Well, that kid do a lot more than me, though, guys. Jacoby's having a heck of a first half. Great job by the O-line. How many yards does that have, number 6 having?
For Hillcrest?
For Hillcrest.
Javion Lowe, 2 carries for 15 yards.
Yeah, seems like he had the ball more than 2 times.
I think he did. Like I said, this is, and Ariel, to her credit, has been frantically trying to get caught up.
She's done a great job. Not her fault at all.
Not her fault.
Ariel's done fantastic.
She got started like 2 drives into the game. So.
Absolutely.
Well, the bottom line is Jordan's having a great game. Jacoby's having a great game. Javion's having a great game.
Caden's having a good game.
Caden's having a great game. The Hillcrest Patriots are having a great game.
So
up 21-0 here at halftime.
Well, and there's certainly a second half side to this story. We just hope that the story continues to trend in our direction.
It's just a tidal wave to start this game, guys, where we did just overwhelm them. Seems like we had 21 points before Florence really even got off the sideline.
Yeah, that's true. This is, man.
Fun? Is that the word?
It's
this
real.
is fun.
It is fun.
Yes.
And if you want to have some more fun, especially Coach P has some more fun, we can look at our college football preview. Of course, we'll start in earnest next week with picking games, but we have the results from last season.
Oh, I forget who won.
Up there for you.
We're having some technical difficulties.
Coach P is the king of the college football preview. He was 22-17-1.
Let's go.
I was 21-18-1, just 1 game behind. And Brad was 9-30-1. Didn't even reach double digits.
Listen, I was really betting on myself to lose, and so for Brad bettors out there, we were winners.
I mean, listen, if you fade Brad every week,
see,
you're listening to us from a yacht, all right?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, to me, I'm really providing great tips. Bet against me, and you'll be successful. Man.
I just noticed I have a crown on my head.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, because you are the king of the college.
Is this the Hillcrest Tennis? So this is the Hillcrest Tennis preview?
Yeah, Hillcrest Tennis preview.
I see, yes. Okay, I see it up there.
Hey, look, if you don't know what it is, then yes, it's Hillcrest Tennis preview. We're sponsoring anything.
Thank you to all our tennis fans, all of our former tennis players, all of our current tennis players out there watching and listening.
Wait a minute. Since we're sponsoring this, a shameless plug.
Okay.
If you drink Buffalo Rock products, okay? By the way, Buffalo Rock, huge sponsor of the Hillcrest High School Patriots.
Okay.
If you drink Buffalo Rock products, and really it doesn't even matter what product, okay? All you have to do is buy the product from the Hillcrest tennis team. And what I'm saying, do you drink Buffalo Rock product? Yes, you do. Sure, you do. Dr. Pepper is your thing? Of course it is. Now, they come in 20-ounce bottles. You can't buy 20-ounce bottles everywhere, but we'll sell you a case of 24 20-ounce bottles for $35. Can you beat that? No, you cannot. Now,
Brett, that's $1.65 a bottle.
That's
In
right.
a gas station, that's going to cost you with tax $3.13.
but not with the Hillcrest Patriots.
I mean, what a deal. See, any tennis player.
That's right. See,
I'm
it's
feeling a lot of pressure to buy some
Yeah,
soda.
but you're not just buying Dr. Pepper. You get Dr. Pepper, and you're helping the tennis team be the best that they can be.
Brad, you don't know this yet, but a young man you know well, I think his name is like Griffin. He went down to room 106 today and more or less made his teacher, Dr. Perano, buy a case. And he was very excited about getting sale number 1 for the Hillcrest Patriots.
Salesperson he is not.
Well, he was in there for 30 minutes, but he did in fact get it took him 30 minutes to close the deal. But he closed the deal. He got it. But so we do have one sale already.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, good. And I'm going to bet your sister bought some Diet Dr. Pepper.
You are spot on there,
That's
Coach
great.
Armstrong.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Well, here's the thing, guys. Yes, I would help you out, but I don't drink soft drinks. I will
How about Celsius?
Very occasionally drink
Do you
one,
like
but-
Celsius or Propel flavored water?
I like Celsius.
We have that.
Good. We have that.
$25 for 12 pack.
How about Lindsay or Baker? I bet you they might drink soft drinks.
Yeah, definitely.
We can do that.
Baker does for sure.
Look, we need you to make less excuses and bring some money. We're going to sell you what you want.
Well, all right, I would, but you guys, I was out playing tennis late this summer, and the sun was going down. Some of your guys were out there. We were trying to figure out how to turn the lights on. Couldn't figure it out. I was texting both of you frantically, and you both totally ghosted me.
Oh, that was
and would
probably
not
because
help
I
me
was sleeping.
turn the lights on.
Listen, sometimes the lights don't always work as well as we'd hope. We got an email
Now,
from the
just
company.
a minute, you ghosted me. You were like, I don't care. I don't want to help him.
That guy, what a loser he is.
Speaking of losers, the Hillcrest Patriots are not losers. You got to give me a chance to finish.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were going to go with the blue over there.
No.
They're not
No,
completely.
I will say that the Florence Falcons are not winning the game. They are losing the game, but they are winners as far as their hospitality goes here.
Sure, no, that's true.
Stadium.
That's very good. I appreciate it.
Kevin Johnson is their radio play-by-play guy.
Heck of a point guard for the Suns back in the day.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'll tell you who else is thankful to the Florence Falcons. That's the local Osprey population.
They're three great.
That's right.
Because those Osprey are very thankful to the love that the Falcon family gave to them as they waited 4 months on construction of their
birds stick together, right?
Birds of a feather.
Actually, I'm going to go back to the lights in the tennis court.
Yeah.
Because actually, it was Lindsay and I were playing pickleball with Hannah Kate Belgard and her husband.
Okay.
Right? And she just sent me a text saying, "Good job calling them out on the lights. We needed those."
Well, you know what? Those are tennis lights.
They're tennis lights.
They're tennis lights.
But your players were out there trying to text you, saying, "Hey, we can't get the lights on."
Man, my phone was down that day.
Well, let me ask you, which players was it? Because I just wanted, if they were good,
I don't
if they're
remember.
good kids, then we'll take care of them. But if they're being mean to us, we're gonna shut them out.
Okay. Hey guys, here's something we haven't really done here in this halftime. Is we
say something positive or say something coherent.
You know, something that we need to do. We need to get caught up on a couple of commercial breaks because we've got the system up and running now. So Kylie, can you go back to what were you on about? 4 commercial break 4? Okay,
just hit one.
Yeah,
that's all right.
21-0 Patriots. We're back after this on Hillcrest football.
What initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union? Sam, what initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union, and how has your experience evolved since then?
Yeah, so I came for college, and my dad and I came down, and Alabama Credit Union was convenient to campus.
Sam, what initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union, and how has your experience evolved since then?
Yeah, so I came.
Sam, what initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union? Sam, what initially drew
For college, and my dad and I came down, and Alabama Credit Union was convenient to campus.
What initially drew
Yeah, so
you to
I
become a
came
member of Alabama
for
Credit
college,
Union, and how has
and
your
my dad and I
experience
came
evolved
down.
since
Well, all right, we are back, and we're ready for the second half kickoff here from Florence, Alabama's Brayley Stadium as the Falcons will kick off. It's the Tiger Rock kickoff. Yes, the Tiger Rock kickoff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
I want to say something that I can't say, I guess. I mean, it's not because it's inappropriate. Just it's against our sponsorship.
You would never say anything inappropriate.
I never need an FCC filter.
Okay, here we go. Total leather for the second half. The kick will be fielded at about the 5-yard line.
He came out of the shoe.
Moves up the field to the middle, bounces away from a tackler, and he will be brought down at about the 22, and that's where the Patriots will start 1st and 10.
But his shoe is back at the 5.
Who was it who kicked the shoe?
No, he just lost his shoe. Caden lost his shoe. He slipped right out of it. I just picked up a new sponsorship, just so y'all know.
Oh, yeah, who's that?
It is Mission Express Car Wash in Cottondale.
Who is that owned by?
Owned by Chase.
Hey, I think I've heard of that guy.
What are they wanting to buy?
They just want to give the money to Hillcrest Tennis.
Good.
So that's good enough.
That's not allowed on this broadcast.
But that is
if they do want some products from Buffalo Rock, we can help them out.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay, guys, we got a football game.
Oh, football.
24-yard line, the line of scrimmage for the Pats on this first series. It's going to be the sprint option.
Jordan Chambly will keep it, move it up to the 31-yard line, a pickup of 6, and it'll be 2nd down and 4.
You know, we've had this years past. Bryson was certainly confident at running that play, but that might not have been his absolute strength, though. It seems to be going a lot more back to some Ethan Crawford days, especially pre-knee injury right there, where not only do you have to respect his arm, but respect his legs.
Chambly in shotgun, takes the snap, drops back, slings it over here to the left side.
Good tackle.
Complete to Jalen Cook, but he's tackled right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, good job by number 26. It looks like Bo Berksey right there. When he did not get the pick, I thought he was going to be able to slither free and pick up a 1st down. Good tackle by the Florence young man.
It's going to be interesting to see because obviously nobody's going to be content with the first half.
Apologies, that's Jaden Allred. I'm sorry, Brad.
Well, that's okay. Yep. Whether you're winning or losing, you're not going to be content. You want to continue to get better, and that's what this game is for. I'm going to be interested to see what sort of adjustments are made throughout the second half.
3rd down and 6. Chambly looks to the sideline for a play change. Seems like he understands it now. He calls it out to his offensive line, continues with the signals, and it looks like he did not get the snap off in time, so that'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Patriots.
You know, it's a little hard. So much energy fired up coming out to this game. So much passion. 3 quick scores. You go to the locker room right now. I'm certainly not saying they're not motivated, not ready right now, but that initial adrenaline coming out 21-0, you got to get back to that level of intensity here in the second half.
I think what we're going to do, we're going to talk to, see if we can get see how much money we can get out of this guy from Mission Express. But he might be the cleanup award.
He's getting free advertisement right now.
No, he's going to pay. I promise you, he's paying up. Because every time we get a penalty, we need to say, oh, we need to clean that up. Hey, go to Mission Express.
The Mission Express penalty?
Yes, I think it's a great idea. Brought to you by me.
Chambly back to pass, slings it across the middle, and it is incomplete, intended for Caden Smith at about the 34-yard line. And the Pats will be forced to punt for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Caden with a good route, tripped a little bit coming out of it there. Good ball by Jordan, but we'll see right here as Gunnar Webb comes in to punt the ball away.
Okay, I'll be interested to see if Hillcrest has the same attitude that we do. And currently, that would be complacency. Yes. We're content with, we're up 21-0. We're all feeling pretty good about ourselves. Is Hillcrest going to continue to grind and make the difference in trying to push themselves to get a little bit better here, not be content with the big lead?
So on for his first punt of the season is Gunnar Webb. He stands at his own 10-yard line, takes the snap, gets the kick away. Nice high sort of wobbly kick. Bounces at the 48 and is down inside the 45 all the way down to the 43. He did blow the whistle, but I think he's going to mark it to where it stopped.
Why is he...
Why would he blow the whistle then?
Yeah, the play's not dead.
Well, good question, but, no harm, no foul, I guess. Oh, wait, there's a penalty.
Yeah, but that's the point. He blew the play. The ball's still rolling around back here, and the official, the white cap, blows it dead from 40 yards away.
Penalty way back at the 17-yard line, and also a Florence player is down at the 17-yard line.
Obviously, let's hope that kid's okay.
Yeah.
Let's hope he's okay. But I don't know why the play was blown dead before the play was dead.
White hat coming all the way down the field to discuss it.
Obviously, it was the call. The preliminary call was a block below the waist by Hillcrest, and so Florence will benefit from the penalty, and they'll just move it from the spot at the end of the play and just march it towards their end of the field.
Still no
into
reason,
Hillcrest territory.
But a reason to blow it dead a yard short.
No, I agree, Brian. I agree.
So your score, again, 21-0 in favor of the Patriots as the injured Falcon makes his way off the field under his own power.
Good. He's walking off like that. Seriously, that's good, because the way he was laying there on the field, I was a little bit nervous that maybe he had a more serious injury, and certainly we don't know the extent of it, but we hope he's okay.
All right, so he is on the sideline now, so we should resume play here momentarily. 10-17 remaining in the third.
Florence clearly with their best starting position of the night. It feels a little like we may need to refocus. At least I do.
I don't know. Do y'all know what the penalty was?
A chop block below the waist, I believe, on the punt.
A chop block against Hillcrest?
Yes,
okay,
that's right.
chop block against Hillcrest. So that puts it in Hillcrest territory, 15 yards, at the 43-yard line. Here's a swing pass to the left side. Incomplete, intended for Caleb Triplett.
Yeah, he hit him after. I mean, I guess
you're right.
He's
He's number 14 in there now. That's John Carter Goolsby.
By the way, remember, and it's going to be a first down regardless, but one of the few penalties in high school football that is an automatic first down. Roughing the passer. Remember, roughing the kicker, roughing the punter,
and here's another penalty against the Patriots. What was this one?
That was roughing the passer.
That was roughing the passer.
Am I muted?
I'm sorry, I was reading something. I wasn't listening to what you were saying.
It was roughing the passer.
I listened to you about maybe 72% of the time.
Well, listen more. You and my wife.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm just kidding. Leah listens to me way more than you do.
Okay. All right, so after two consecutive 15-yard penalties, the Falcons in business, and here's Kalen Triplett with an opening around left end. He picks up 10 into the Centel Home Design red zone and down to the 18-yard line.
You know, obviously, a dream first quarter for us, guys. 21-0.
Yeah.
Honestly, before it seems like we've been basically got on the air, to be real. But since then, been pretty back and forth. I don't know if we did get some complacency, Brad, or Florence figured something out. But it's been pretty stagnant for the last hour of real time.
I think both offenses have struggled just a little bit, Brian. And Hillcrest has done a little bit more with the ball, been more productive offensively than Florence has. But I agree, it does feel like there's a little bit of a stalemate going on right now.
John Carter Goolsby takes the snap, hands it off to Kalen Triplett over right guard. A little trap play and some room there on that run. Down to the 11-yard line. Pickup of 6. It'll be second down and 4.
Let's try reverse drinks. Has Florence had a penalty called on him this evening?
No.
I didn't think so.
They need one.
But if you call it a reverse jinx, does it count?
Oh, definitely.
If we get the penalty, we do.
Definitely. That's in the jinx rules.
Okay. I'm sorry, I left my jinx handbook at home.
Well, we wrote it, so you got us with you.
The authors are present. Here's Goolsby handing it off to Triplett again. Triplett is met by Zay Hall at the 10. He gets about a yard. It'll be third down and 3.
That's a really good tackle by Zay Hall right in the middle of that group. Kind of just locked onto him and
stood
was
him up,
not
Brad,
going,
and
wasn't going anywhere.
waited for some help from his Patriot friends.
Wasn't going anywhere at that point. Big play right here to me. It certainly can catapult Florence into a momentum phase. They can put some points on the board, but Hillcrest could, shut them down and create some momentum of their own.
Yeah, I have a thought on this here in just a second after this play. Goolsby under center. Hands it off to his fullback. He's down to the 5-yard line. That's enough for the first down for the Falcons. First and goal. Guys, we still have 8:20 remaining in this third quarter. If Florence scores a touchdown here, it's a 2-score game. We're up here relaxed, having in fun. And I think you're right that passion needs to come back that we saw in the first part of the game.
No doubt. This is very, it reminds me of last year.
Goolsby, it looks like a broken play, but he'll run it around to the left side, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown for the Falcons on a broken play. And they cut it to 21-6 here with a little over 8 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Pretty impressive light show here at Tom Braley. Is that right, Tom Braley Stadium? What's
now you're making me doubt it myself.
What's the first name of Braley?
I'm looking at it.
Anyway.
It is.
Well, whatever the case is.
Dr. Brandy Patterson, extra point attempt coming your way. Kick is up, and the kick is good. 21-7 now in favor of the Patriots as the Falcons are fired up and saying, hey, we're not ready to go home just yet.
Yeah, well done by Florence. And, if Hillcrest is going to sit back on their heels and not take advantage of situations or fail to move the ball and get dumb penalties, just to be honest.
Yeah, that was 30 yards of that drive with penalties.
And then Florence is going to take advantage of it. So good for the Falcons there.
Also, they were opening up some holes there for Kalen Triplett on that drive as well, right?
Well, and, give Florence also credit because remember the first half, Cade Davis played quarterback. And to be honest with you, really didn't have a whole lot of success. And a couple of those were drop passes, maybe not his fault, but regardless, it wasn't getting the job done, right?
Right.
Florence brings in John Carter Goolsby. Looks like maybe he's more of a scat back type of quarterback, just a quick jitterbug player. Did a pretty good job there, getting around in. And actually, what was a busted play, it appeared. And, he took some chicken crap, made some chicken salad.
Well, you know what? When he tried to break contain, I was thinking, well, we got him right there.
I know,
he
was
did a great job turning that corner, turning upfield, and scoring with a relative amount of ease.
He showed some nice wheels there.
Yeah, he did.
All right, so here we are with the Tiger Rock kickoff. Updated score, 21-7. You need to change them to 7, by the way. Total leather, and here we go. The kick will be fielded at the 4-yard line.
Get there.
By Jacoby Harris. He breaks through, he fumbles the ball, and it looks like
they got it.
Florence has it. Oh my goodness, this is suddenly a different football game.
Well, you got to see what you're made of. Obviously, you play non-region games to try to perfect some things, try to practice some skills, but you also want to win the game. But this is also a great opportunity to kind of get that, your emergency defense doesn't come on. It's this transition. You're like, oh gosh, we were going to be able to get to sit down and catch a breather, but not anymore. Get back out there, defense. And try to imagine them yelling on the sideline.
I also think it's a good time for some of our defensive guys to show some leadership right now.
Doubt.
Not just in this game, but moving forward in the locker room right now.
There you go.
Can't always come from the coaches right now. Number one, our senior leadership.
Kind of standing around out there, too, with their hands on their hips, looking kind of stunned. And Florence obviously
may have to take a timeout, by the way, guys. They're going to have to really, they're still not set. That's a motion penalty on Florence.
They got it.
Okay.
I was going to say they hurried. They didn't have a lot of time on the play clock and eventually suffered a penalty. Need to clean that up.
I wonder how much of that is on the new quarterback there, John Carter Goolsby. I'm not sure how many reps he took with the ones in the preseason right there. Maybe a little bit different there, just a little bit different cadence getting the sign.
Well, I also saw, Brian, one of the slot receivers got on the field late.
Gotcha.
And so he was not in position, and I could see the coaches kind of scrambling, and then the quarterback just felt like he had to go. I'll be honest with you, I think he panicked just a tad. There was about 5 seconds left on the play clock. If he would have held for another 2, probably in good shape. But it probably does have to do, he's a little bit fresh to the playing field. It's amazing how 5 seconds is a lot more time than you think it is.
No doubt, Brad.
1st and 15 after the penalty. Goolsby in shotgun.
That's a false start.
And another false start.
Again.
Boy, the Falcons with the momentum after the fumble.
Reverse change.
Yeah.
That's your cadence, by the way. Yeah. You talked about a cadence. I saw Goolsby, bark the count, and somebody jumped, and that's when I think your count or your cadence comes into play there.
Florence right there, they get the big score, they get the ball right there. They're quick. They had to get the offense back quick. They're jacked up. They're back in it. Maybe they're kind of letting that adrenaline get the best of them.
Yeah, absolutely. And they lose 10 yards without even snapping the ball as they get the ball back. And boy, that's a momentum killer right there.
Let's see if Coach Patterson brings some pressure right here to keep it on Florence. And good timeout, in my opinion.
1st and 20. All right, so we're going to take a break. 7:39 remaining in the third. Hillcrest up 21-7. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Patriot Nation gets hungry for Chinese food. There is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20 years and loves the Hillcrest community. You just can't beat their incomparably delicious Chinese cuisine in a family-owned, friendly environment that is second to none. The folks at Lee Palace love what they do and are very passionate about providing you with the best in town. Lee Palace says, go Pats! When the Patriot Nation gets hungry for Chinese food, there is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20 years and loves the Hillcrest community. You just can't beat their incomparably delicious Chinese cuisine in a family-owned, friendly environment that is second to none. The folks at Lee Palace love what they do and are very passionate about providing you with the best in town. Lee Palace says, go Pats! When the Patriot Nation gets hungry for Chinese food, there is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20 years and loves the Hillcrest community. You just can't beat their incomparably delicious Chinese cuisine in a family-owned, friendly environment that is second to none. The folks at Lee Palace love what they do and are very passionate about providing you with the best in town. Lee Palace says, go Pats! When the Patriot Nation gets hungry for Chinese food, there is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20 years and loves the Hillcrest community. You just can't beat their incomparably delicious Chinese cuisine in a family-owned, friendly environment that is second to none. The folks at Lee Palace love what they do and are very passionate about providing you with the best in town. Lee Palace says, go Pats! When the Patriot Nation gets hungry for Chinese food, there is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20.
I mean, on the running back side of the defense, they are sending two guys at that running back because you can't pick up both of them, and the other guy that's not getting blocked is the one who's applying the pressure.
Zay on the outside here.
Gouldsby.
Oh, yes, he got it.
Yes.
And it is batted down by Zay Hall in the backfield. This defense came
Same
to play.
thing right there, guys.
Yep,
same
that's
thing.
exactly right.
Because Zay Hall
came to the running back side, and they
both. There was two guys on the running back side. The one who was not picked up applied pressure to the quarterback, and then eventually Zay, who was on the running back, tips the ball. Thought they did a really good job, and that read and react defense by Greg Patterson, just really well done there.
And Zay did a good job reading and reacting because he paused just for a split step right there. We saw got his hands up, and he almost picked that ball off.
I like how there was no panic in that defensive possession.
So the Falcons forced to punt. It will be fielded at the 12-yard line by Caden Smith. We thought he was going to call a fair catch, but he decides to take it down to the right sideline. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 22, and the Patriots take over there. And you're right, guys. The defense stepped up when they needed
the
to.
senior leadership. That's it. I mean, they stepped up. The Zay Halls, the people who had been there for several years, they came in there. And I know Patterson had something to do with it, but you could see they were the calming force as well.
Miles Madden, junior leadership.
Junior, but saw some playing time in football and basketball.
Are we taking a break with the water heat timeout?
Yeah, let's take a break. We're back after this. This is the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
This week's sponsor.
IMG just scored up 13-7.
And we are back. Hillcrest up 21-7 after a nice defensive stand by the Hillcrest Patriot defense when they needed to. 6:09 remaining in the third. Florence had just scored and made it a 21-7 game, just a two-score game, and it still is now. But they got the fumble on the kickoff by Jacoby Harris. Had it at the Patriot 32. They backed up with a couple of penalties, and then the Hillcrest defense came alive with sacks, batted down passes, forced the punt. Hillcrest back with the ball now on their own 24-yard line.
You know, sometimes when kids show a ton of emotion, it can also be coupled with you know, a lot of energy and maybe less focus.
I agree.
And so I felt like the defense didn't do that, and I was proud of the way that they responded.
Chambly under center. The pitch out over left guard. Jacoby Harris crosses the 30, carries some tacklers down to the 32-yard line. Nice pickup of about 9. Close to 10 by Jacoby.
Good run. Don't get me wrong. Great cutback. Fantastic blocking right there by that O-line there. Yeah. Gave him a huge hole. I don't think there was contact made until he was 4 yards past the line of scrimmage. Made a good cut back to the short side of the field. Picked up a new set of chains.
Yeah, that gave him 10, so it's another Stephen Fikes All-State first down for the Pats. Jordan under center, looking from the signals from the sideline to change the play. He barks it out to his offensive line for confirmation. He takes the snap. He hands it off on the belly G to Javion Lowe. Cuts backwards. Not a good move there, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage, losing a yard, making it 2nd and 11. Never cut it back on the belly G.
To me,
just go north and south.
Well, and to me, the Florence defensive line, they've got a few guys up front that have caused some issues. They've done a pretty good job. They haven't been fantastic, but at the same time, they've been pretty solid. So credit to the Florence front four.
Whistles on this play. Looks like this one's going to be against the Pats for a false start. So we'll back it up 5 more yards. It'll be 2nd and 16. You're right, guys. After that first quarter, the offense was on fire. But since that time, they've struggled moving the ball.
Well, they really have. And I think I probably give credit to Florence defensively. Remember, Hillcrest is going to try to run the ball at you. And those defensive tackles up front have done a really good job. And, again, the youngster, big number 95, Jaden White, I think he's been one of the best Falcons all night.
Here's a snap to Jordan Shamley, who swings it out here to the left side across the 30, the 35, down to the 41-yard line goes the Patriots' Austin Cherry.
A great play there. Listen, third, I don't know what was it, 17, 16 right there, second right there.
Yeah.
Picked up a manageable amount there, makes it third and actually gettable now. So Coach Mitchell, Coach Guy, good job not going for the home run there, getting a big chunk back, and hopefully setting up a nice third down for the Patriots.
I thought that really did a good job, too. They outnumbered Florence in that part of the field and then getting a one-on-one blocking and the ability for Cherry to be, he's by himself.
Shamley in shotgun, takes a snap, the speed option, crosses the 40, breaks to the outside, has enough for the first down, a pickup of about 7. It'll be another Stephen Fikes All-State first down.
There's the bully.
George's a bigger boy than you realize.
He's a big grinner, too. You ever see him in the hallway? All that Joker does is smile.
Jordan's not scared to cut up every now and again.
Yeah. I had Jordan in class last year. He and Miles Madden and Marvin Johnson all in the same class.
Not forgettable.
Oh, they were great.
I bet you earned your money in that one.
No, they were great in the class. They did a good job.
Miles
they really did.
Mess.
Snap. The sweep reverse to Jacoby. He's got room 50-45, makes a move inside the 40 down to the 39-yard line.
Great job getting the corner there with a little help from his friend.
Grabbing some jersey there. Yeah.
Picked up some nice yards with the help of his friend Juke move. Because he just broke some ankles.
Yeah, they got that jersey, but the officials didn't see it, and that's what counts, I guess.
Developing story from Tuscaloosa.
Yes.
8:49 to go in the third. Central 20, County High 7.
Wow. First and 10 for the Pats at the 38-yard line. Jordan Shamley takes the snap, pitches it out to Jacoby Harris. He tries to cut back to the inside, loses his footing, and will only gain a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8.
Good pitch right there. I agree. Might have even been a forward pass. I don't know how they would determine that pass or run there, but good job by Jordan. Is that the first time he's pitched it on the option?
I think so, Brian.
Good job, though. Every time he's cut it up the middle, but picked up a couple there.
Well, and pretty good job, again, defensively by Florence. And sustained drive here by Hillcrest. To me, this may be their best drive of the night just because of the stagnation that they've had recently.
Jordan under center. Javion Lowe goes in motion. Here's the belly G handoff to Jacoby, who breaks tackles, fights his way all the way to the 30-yard line. Nice pickup of about 6 for Jacoby as he was met right near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that was a really good run because the initial contact was a good 4 yards or so. To me, I didn't see the replay, but probably 4 to 5 yards prior to the stop of play.
Right, and right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, great leg drive there by Jacoby Harris.
So 3rd down and 2 for the Pats. I formation with Chamblee under center. Jacoby Harris at the fullback position. Javion Lowe at tailback. Javion, no, it's Jacoby at tailback. He gets the handoff again. Drags tacklers inside the 20 into the Centel Home Design red zone. The Pats on the move.
And just bulldozing the Falcon defense right there, man. That was really good. Big boy on big boy, and our big boys got the better of theirs that time.
Reminiscent of the years we spent in 6A there, where it's just a lineup. We don't care. This is where we're going. Try to stop us.
See if it kind of develops that theme for the rest of the game.
Belly G to Javion. He tries to spin away from a hit, but only picks up about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 18.
Yeah, the clock is already, quick game. The clock is already ticking under 1 minute here in the 3rd quarter. You can see Coach Mitchell and Jordan using a lot of the play clock here. I don't know if that's by design or just to make sure everything is set, with Jordan being new under the center this year.
Chamblee in shotgun, takes the snap, keeper around right in, lots of room inside the 10, the 5, and down to the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 1. He tried to stretch it forward to pick up the touchdown, but was just a hair short.
To me, that's the kind of play where you come right back to him. Give him the old
Well, is this where you do the tush push?
Yeah.
Is that legal in high school? I assume it is.
Yeah. I mean, we do it all the time. I mean, if it's not legal, let's just keep doing it until they say it is legal. Line it up and go.
That is a Stephen Fikes All-State 1st down, and it's 1st and goal for the Pats.
And we'll have to snap the ball again this half. 4-second difference in the play clock and game clock.
And
plenty of time.
No
panic. No panic.
Down to 5. Chamblee hands it off, and into the end zone goes Jacoby Harris. A well-earned touchdown there for Jacoby Harris, who was a big part of that particular drive.
That drive says a lot of things to me. Number one, it felt like somebody said, forget all that motion, throw to the flats, tree, we don't care what your route is.
Let's just line up and play football.
We're fixing to mash you down your throat.
Yep.
And they did.
I love that.
Yeah,
I don't know about y'all, but I love it.
You know who else loves that?
Jamie Mitchell.
Bert Ashley.
Bert Ashley.
Yes. Bert Ashley. Of course, Jamie Mitchell, we know, yes, he does love that.
They're cut from the same cloth.
They really
sure.
are. The Pontotoc Warriors.
Here is the Dr. Brandy Patterson extra point attempt coming your way. And it is up, and it is good for the Pats as they extend the lead to 28-7 here with 4 seconds remaining in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I feel better now. I don't know about you, and I know our mood is pretty much dependent on the result on the field. I'm not going to lie.
The biggest dependency on high school football. It's so funny.
Well, yeah, we listen to the college broadcast, and you're letting 18 to 21-year-olds determine your mood. Well, I mean, we're 14 to 17-year-olds are determining ours. Nonetheless, that's a great job, though. Right? How many times do we put the ball in the air there?
None. I don't remember a single time.
That's the thing where
except for maybe the toss slash forward pass.
Right, but that was not the intention.
Correct.
There. So good job there. Just basically asserting our dominance once again, guys.
If you will check out the graphic on the screen right now, Brian Perano, Brent Jones, Brad Armstrong, Hillcrest homers.
That is totally us. We definitely root for the Patriots.
All right, so here we go once again with a Tiger Rock kickoff.
It is pretty fun. I think, we're all really loyal to the red, white, and blue. And if you're with us, we're on your team. But if you're not, then you better look out. Look out.
Elijah Miller puts toe to leather. This one will be caught at the 8-yard line, up to the 20, and down at the 25.
Who was it? I could see I couldn't see who made the initial hit. Now, Florence is number 7, Jimmy McDonald.
Yeah, who's been having a great night on
He has had a good night.
Yeah. Taj Diggins? That was 43 for us.
I have to admit, with our...
Maybe so?
With our... I can't tell. Okay. We're low budget. We don't have spotters.
That was...
And
we couldn't fit spotters in this tiny booth. What are you talking about?
But the one of us that has binoculars is old Brent.
I'm telling you, we're so far away that I didn't have these binoculars, I would not be able to see the numbers at all.
We just switched to the fourth quarter. Do we need to take a break?
Oh, yes, we do.
Okay.
Let's take a break back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Serving the University of Alabama alumni, students, and fans since 1939, Bama Stuff is the perfect place for all your Bama merchandise needs. They have a large selection of Nike official on-field apparel, as well as everything you need for the perfect game day experience. Come see our exclusive in-house designed Bama apparel and souvenirs to help you stand out. Located on the heart of the Strip on University Boulevard in the shadow of Bryant-Denny. They're open 7 days a week or shop online anytime at BamaStuff.com. Bama Stuff is proud to be UA alumni and veteran owned and operated.
All right, we are back 28-7 in favor of the good guys as we begin the fourth quarter of action. Guys, what I would like to say after that last sequence, Florence cut it to 2 scores, 21-7, and then Hillcrest defense decided, okay, that's enough after the fumble kickoff, or they could have cut it to a 1-score game. Hillcrest defense said that's enough, got the ball back for the offense, and then the offense just crammed it down the Falcons' throat, scored the touchdown to really take charge in this game.
You never want to go through it. You don't want that lapse, but I think that's a heck of a response, though. You do go through it. I'm going to guess they got challenged on the sidelines by our coaching staff, and like you just said, Brett, they responded, so good for them.
I just really like how they didn't panic in a situation where momentum felt like it was starting to favor Florence, and not necessarily it's going to get away from you or anything like that, but you have to respond in a situation like that, and Hillcrest did.
All right, so let's see. Goolsby still in there, quarterback, yes. John K. Goolsby, the quarterback, drops back to pass, rolls to his right, looks downfield, has nobody to go to, so he just throws it to his short man who caught it right at the sticks. They'll mark him down at the 25-yard line.
I think it was number 8, Cavante Green.
Pretty good pursuit by Hillcrest defensively. I also appreciate the fact that they didn't go crazy and didn't over-pursue.
Good coverage as well.
Yeah.
You know, great coverage there by the linebackers in the secondary.
I thought Caden Hargrove did a good job from his defensive line position, applying some pressure.
2nd down and 10. John K. Goolsby calling the signals. Drops back, rolls to his left. He's in trouble being chased. Throws it back to the other side. It's over the head of his receiver, Kalen Triplett, incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like John Carter Goolsby may be more of the running quarterback.
Yeah.
Does not look quite as comfortable when he's having to drop back to pass.
And here comes the passing quarterback.
There we go.
By the way, again, Caden Hargrove with applying the pressure. It's also probably better for Florence that he didn't catch that ball. There were a couple of Hillcrest Patriots kind of closing in on him. It looked like it may have been a short loss for Florence.
Yeah,
They were able to bring him down, but it did appear to be probably a better move to not catch that.
Agreed. All right, so the new quarterback back in the game is the old quarterback, Cade Davis. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the short side of the field on the right. And Florence is forced to call a timeout before taking the penalty. Thanks again to Tidwell Paint and Body, yes, for the timeouts. And guys, we got behind on the breaks as we had technical difficulties, like we never do, right?
What? I will say.
So we need to take a break.
Well,
all right.
Thanks again to Jason Tidwell Paint and Body for providing the timeout and an opportunity to take a break.
Yep,
let's do it.
Back after this.
What initially drew you to become a member of Alabama Credit Union, and how has your experience evolved since then?
Yeah, so I came for college, and my dad and I came down, and Alabama Credit Union was convenient to campus. Being young, first time opening a bank account, and looking for some relationship. And so that's where I started. And then over the years, I have gotten married, had a family, and so it's just been with me every step of the way and in relationship with me.
Okay, back at Braley Stadium, 28-7 Pats. There's a party in the booth. Ariel Lewis up here dancing. Brad Brad Armstrong up here dancing away.
You can't really call one of them is good at it. What I'm doing is probably
take a look at the party in the booth.
It's little old man chair dance. Okay. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah. That's where I got my best moves.
We'll go back to the action on the field now. Where'd he go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Cade Davis back to pass, and he is sacked by Miles Madden.
Nice.
Miles came to
had a good game. Yes, he has had a good game. And his shoe has come off.
He didn't need it. Yeah. He's got another one.
It'll make it even. Got our dynamic duo in the defensive backfield ready to return this punt.
Is that really a defensive backfield?
I don't know what else you call
teams?
it. Punt returners in what?
It's not really. I guess it is defensive until he kicks it away.
Dynamic duo at midfield to return the punt.
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
But if they fake it, they would have to play defense. You're right. So now it's offense. Changes in the middle of the play. The kick is received by Caden Smith.
Good block again.
He's to the 30, the 25, out of bounds at the 24. So the Patriots in business once again. 10:51 remaining in the in the ball game. Up 28-7.
I realize,
and that's go ahead and in your area here. We got that ball 1 yard past where they ran the first play from that set it down. So great job by our defense, then by our special teams to give our offense incredible field position.
Throughout the years, how many times have we discussed how important special teams is? You can gain or lose so many valuable yards with what you don't think is a super valuable play, and it's just uber important to be able to do these sorts of things. So great play there by the special teams unit.
Chamblee under center hands it off to Jacoby Harris. Jacoby fighting for yardage up the gut. He'll pick up about 3 down to the 22. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
I think Jacoby has been fantastic.
Agreed.
Now, obviously, we look at it from a fan standpoint and not necessarily from a coaching standpoint because, they're going to analyze, you didn't hit the hole properly, or if the line would have been here, you'd have got it. So, they look at it differently than we do. But just from up here in the booth, Jacoby Harris has been fantastic.
There's no denying, except for that fumble on the kickoff.
Well, no, that's true. That's true.
But that's a special teams play. Javion Lowe bounces it to the outside, gets down to about the 21-yard line where his forward progress will mark him. Only a couple of yards on the gain. It'll be 3rd down and 7.
Javion has been pretty good. I will say, in my opinion, Javion needs to quit getting tackled by the first guy. But he's been pretty good. I just wish he could break that first one. But I have zero doubt that he's going to continue to get better because he already looks a lot better than he did last year. I tell you that. And he was pretty good last year.
The pitch out over left tackle. That's Jacoby Harris again. He takes it down to the 17-yard line in the Centel Home Design red zone. It'll be 4th down and 2. And guys, what do you do in this situation?
You jam it down their throat.
You don't try a field goal?
No way. No way.
Give your field goal kicker, who's new, Elijah Miller, an opportunity to have a kick. And
you do. Those are called extra points.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go. 4th and 2. Chamblee under center, takes the snap, the toss sweep to Jacoby Harris.
Sir.
He's got the 1st down and more inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal. Stephen Fikes All-State 1st down for the Pats.
Yeah, nicely done there. and really, anytime since Coach Mitchell has gotten here, the percentage of runs to the short side of the field or to the boundary is just, I love it. There's not, a lot of times you run to the field because it gives your running back more time to outrun people. But you take away speed advantages when you run to the boundary because it's just quicker. You don't have to be faster. It's got to be more powerful, hat on hat.
Chamblee hands it off to Javion Lowe. He is met in the backfield this time. He will lose a couple on that one.
Yeah, and I still
defensive play.
I'm sorry, Brad. Have we put the ball in the air this half?
No.
I'm just thinking right now, it is just jam it down the throat. No secret. We're going to run the ball. Do your best to stop us.
And until you do, this is what we're going to do.
I thought, by the way, from what I could see, Otis Sistrunk, the 6.
Now, do you remember Otis Sistrunk played for the Oakland Raiders back in the day? He was a defensive lineman.
Sistrunk Jr.
Otis Sistrunk.
This is
Otis
Sistrunk
any relation.
Jr.
Jordan Chambly takes it around left end, inside the 5, down to about the 4-yard line.
He faked out the whole Florence team except for 2 young men over there that did a good job staying home. If he hadn't slipped, though, I think the score is 34-7 right now.
When we have our Award Company of America Players of the Game, is that who we have later coming up?
And walk-ons.
And walk-ons. Thank you, guys. I realize that we don't pick Florence. I'm telling you, Jaden White to me has been really good. The big defensive tackle for Florence.
You want us to set a precedent?
I'm just saying. You know, I'm not saying that if the kid moves to Tuscaloosa, call me. But anyway, Maurice Smith has been really good also. Those 2 defensive tackles, to me, have been really impressive, and neither of them are seniors. Jaden White, Maurice Smith, I'm telling you, they've been solid in my opinion.
Okay. All right, we're going to take another break, and we will be back after this. Your score, Hillcrest 28 and Florence 7, back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Don't worry about
Those and keepsakes come alive and become a focal point in your home, office, or place of business. For over 35 years, Frame Shack has been custom making frames for art, mirrors, photos, and shadow boxes. They offer a fine line of molding, mats, artwork, and ready-made frames. Frame Shack is family owned and always guaranteed to frame with a personal touch.
Go, Pats!
All right, and we're back. Pats up 28-7, threatening again, 3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line. Whew. So what do you think, guys? We score this touchdown. Do we get to see some of the backups a little bit more?
That would be okay with me. That would be okay with me. That says a lot to me. First of all, you're up by 4 scores if that happens. And second, you get a lot of guys to get some experience because they're the future of your team. They're your lifeblood. Your farm team.
Right, but there's so many new faces out there. It's good for them to get the experience in this game.
I agree.
Here's a pitch to Jacoby, and he is in the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots, as the Pats extend the lead to 34-7.
I think that may be. Brian's asking me, by the way, and for those of you that can't see us, Coach P looked at me and said, 3? Like question mark. And I think that's right. For those of you listening, some of you text us and are good friends of us. But I do think that's 3 for Jacoby Harris.
3 touchdowns for Jacoby, are you?
That's fantastic.
Yes, that's his 3rd.
Do you think the 3 touchdowns negates his fumble on the kickoff?
I do. The way he's played.
Definitely.
The way he's played otherwise, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Now, Jimmy Mitchell may disagree, but I certainly don't.
The Dr. Brandy Patterson extra point attempt is up from Elijah Miller. It is good. 35-7.
You know, and the guys, I was thinking about
in favor of the Patriots.
A lot of times, this offense has had some really good running backs come through, right? And a lot of times you put some running backs in there and you think, oh, it's just the running back. No, it's not, because I know Jacoby Harris is really, really good. I don't think you could just put a different running back in there and have the same success. His explosiveness, his elusiveness has been really, really good.
Couldn't agree more.
Yeah, and I don't think there was another back that could have been playing that would do any better.
Absolutely.
In fact,
and also,
wouldn't have done that well.
I'll add too that Luke, it seems like he's such a good one cut, like both foot in the ground, going quick. And sometimes that's not breaking off a 70-yard run. Sometimes that's picking up 4 more yards.
Guys, I'm sorry. Every time he got the ball last year, it seemed like he got at least 8 yards.
It does. He's so creative.
He has no hesitation.
He's a young
such
sophomore.
Great instincts.
Just turned 15 2 or 3 months ago.
And I'm so glad that he's getting an opportunity here to be the feature back, because I think he's really doing a great job with it.
You see the party in the booth.
Booth. There's a party. There's a party.
It's the Tiger Rock kickoff and the Tiger Rock party in the booth with Kylie and Ariel. All right, let's get back to the game. Total Leather, a high short kick this time, fielded at the 21.
Coming around your side.
Looking for a wall around the left side.
Right there.
Puts it up. He's close to midfield. He'll be brought down at the 49-yard line. And that young man has had quite a night returning kicks.
Yeah.
And he's down.
Jimmy McDonald.
He's been good.
He's up.
He's been pretty good. That was actually number 1.
Carter Gray.
That was number 1.
Oh, okay. It wasn't 7.
Carter Gray.
You're right. Okay, 7:15 left. We're going to get the second string in here now.
Quick RSV scoreboard update. RSV Designs, rsvdesigns.com. Central 31, Tuscaloosa County 13. For those of you that need to know, there's your score. 31-13 Falcons.
Central Falcons. Here, the Falcons are down 35-7.
Yeah, yep. Hometown Falcons winning.
Here's a handoff to Kalen Triplett. He'll only have about a yard. It'll be second down and 9 from the Pats' 48.
Yeah, big Hunter Wilson, number 59 there, cleaning up some damage there.
You know, you talk about a kid that likes to smile.
I love that kid.
Man, that kid.
Like I said, you can't be around that kid to me and not be in a good mood. He has such a good demeanor.
Yeah, his personality, he always kind of looks like he's about to say something funny.
Yep.
Cade Davis hands it off to Kalen Triplett once again. No, that's not Triplett this time. It's Elijah Hines. He has a nice pickup of about 8,
really
9
close.
enough. Yeah,
That's
I believe
probably
he's got the first down.
It's close enough they're going to give him the first down, I would think.
Big
yeah, he's
35-7, definitely.
Yep. Because I don't think they're going to stop the clock to measure. If they do, I would rather them give him a first down.
I wholeheartedly agree with their decision.
A lot of new faces in the game now, guys. If y'all want to take note and give them a shout out.
Oh, no doubt. We'll start doing that.
Here's the handoff. Davis gives it to
good hit there.
Elijah Hines once again. He fights his way forward to the 35-yard line.
See who the initial contact was. Somebody with an 8 right there. 28.
Miles Johnson.
That's what I'm
Marvin
looking for.
Johnson, rather. Marvin Johnson. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
Yep, Marvin on that tackle.
Yep, nice hit there by Marvin.
Yeah.
Of course, Marvin's not a new face.
No, and DJ Jones there at corner came up to help clean it up as well, number 7.
Cade Davis takes the handoff, actually hands it off, I should say again, to Elijah Hines. Short gain this time to the 45. Third down and about 7.
Jaden Brown.
That's right.
Tackle.
Number 26, yep. Jaden Brown.
Nicely done. Let's keep giving these guys shouts out.
Jaden's a junior. You know, he's excited to be out here. Looks like we're going to take maybe our final heat time. Nope, we got
heat
final
time out.
Heat
You're
time
right,
out.
Pete. You're right.
One more.
I like that. No, let's not take a break here. Let's talk about our stats. Okay, because I have to give a shout out to Ariel. Not only is she keeping the energy and the dancing alive in the booth, she's also gotten these stats updated for us. Well, let's see if I can get a refresh here.
How do you refresh this?
Do you drag it down?
Trying that.
That's what I was trying. I guess you have to get out of it and then try again. Okay. So I think that I've got it. Yeah, here we go. Jacoby Harris on the night now. She says this should be pretty accurate now. Not completely accurate, but she went back and covered a lot that she had missed. Jacoby Harris has 19 carries for 177 yards and 3 touchdowns.
That's impressive.
Jordan Shamley, 5 carries, 48 yards, and 1 touchdown. Cade Davis back to pass, slings this one over to the left side, sorry. It is caught, but caught for a loss. On the reception, he will lose 2 yards, 3 yards, and it will now be 4th and 10 for the Falcons.
I guess they go for it here. I mean, you're down 4 scores right now.
I mean, it's one of those situations. What do you have to lose?
Exactly.
Yep. Clock is waning. 4th quarter. Ball game is all over except for the final score.
Yeah. What was your prediction?
I said, what did I say? 28-13?
I thought it was.
I said 35-7.
I bet you did, Mr. Jones. I bet you did.
Yeah.
Florence making sure they don't go home with any timeouts in their pocket. Another Tidwell Peyton Body timeout. Jason, Ava getting their money's worth as they always do and deserve to. 4:52 left in the ball game.
It's hard to do both these jobs.
No, you're not wrong.
I'm having to do the backup system for the graphics and the commercials because the computer froze up on us.
that does the other one. So, we're just doing what we can, right?
I think what that sounds like to me is improv.
It is.
And really.
And, hey, we had a backup plan. So,
well, and you know what?
You're the king of improv.
I was going to say, the guys who are good at improv are the guys who are big into theater. And what is your role? What do you do at Hillcrest High School, Brent?
I do the football broadcast.
And also, you are, the rumor has it you're quite involved in our theater program as well.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Coming up the final weekend in January, the play that goes wrong.
Hey,
trust me.
Well, we've got a lot of rehearsal.
But it goes wrong intentionally from our perspective.
Okay.
From the play within the play perspective, it does not.
Oh, what is he doing?
Wow. On fourth down?
It's a good decision.
Fourth down, John Carter Goolsby.
I thought that was a really good decision to run, and then bless his heart, did he hurt himself?
Oh, I think he's hurt.
Oh, he hurt.
I hope not.
That's what he was doing. He was hurt. So he decided to go down before
I don't know. He had the first down, I thought. I hope he's okay.
You can see him pull something if you...
Or a cramp.
Yeah, or a cramp or something.
Hopefully.
Yeah, obviously he was injured, though, and he's being helped off the field now. Yeah.
More than a cramp.
I don't know. I feel like the way he's limping, he's trying to walk it off because it's a cramp.
Maybe so.
Yeah.
Let's hope so. Let's hope it's just a cramp and that he's all right.
He looks woozy. Bless his heart. That's a tough break. I hate that. He's pretty tough. He's showed some real speed tonight. On the lone touchdown by Florence, he scored it. And remember, it was basically on a busted play where he ran to the far side pylon and was able to outrun some Hillcrest defenders and put up 6 for the Falcons. Of course, added on the extra point to make it to 7. But he has been the lone scorer for Florence High School tonight.
Yep.
New quarterback in, guys. Freshman Harrison Colburn, who, by the way, is good. I don't know what his nickname is going to be. I feel like he's, he might be like
I want to see him run the ball. Yeah, here we go.
Boom. Come on, keep. He's got to hit it a little harder. He didn't show any hesitancy in the spring game or in the fall.
He was running people over. He was a bulldozer.
It almost looked like, oh gosh, it's Friday Night Lights, it's varsity. Let me see. But I don't think he'll do that very often. I think he'll continue to just plow through right there.
And it's a great time to get those first game jitters out of the way, though, guys. That first play is so nerve-wracking. Now he has this out of his system.
So is this an indicator as to who our official backup quarterback is?
I think it's a decent indicator.
Maybe. Here's the toss to the left side, and that's the Pats' number 20, Omari Taylor. Nice little pickup of about 4, and it will be 3rd down and 5 for the Pats. Coming up on 3:53 remaining in this ball game.
I really want us to get a first down here, not because I'm trying to run up the score or anything like that, but I'd like to see Colburn run a few more plays. Now, you also start to see some new names out there for Florence. I noticed the 2 big tackles that I've been talking about all night. I don't see either of them on the field, and they've been pretty good.
And looks like you got your wish as the Pats will pick up the first down. Stephen Fikes All-State first down to the 45, and the drive continues.
Good. I want to see the Hillcrest offense continuing to grow some depth here.
Yeah, definitely. Same thing while developing that depth, continuing to run the clock right now.
That's probably, and those 2 things obviously are priorities, 1A and 1B.
Right.
The snap, and here you go. Here's your keeper. Harrison keeps it around the left end. Bulls his way forward into Florence territory down to the 48-yard line. Harrison Colburn. You were right. He was fun to watch in that
He was
game.
fun to watch. It's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of some sort of piece of machinery that just goes right at things.
It's like, to me, it was kind of like, in Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, that giant ball that chases him down from behind. It's kind of like that.
We got a Dirty Harry nickname in there somehow? Like Clint Eastwood somehow?
Yes.
And here's another first down on the handoff to Omari Taylor as he crosses the sticks down to the 40-yard line. Clock continues to roll. Actually, it stops momentarily, but now rolling at 2:12. A few more plays, guys, and we're heading back to T-Town.
One of my best friends growing up had an old Alabama power truck, and it was old F-250, and we call it the Billy Goat because it would climb a tree. But so it feels something along those lines. Obviously, he's not a Billy Goat; he's much more of a Ram here.
Nope, we got some
that is a
movement.
false start.
Yeah. Actually, it looked like Florence moved before we jumped, but we'll see what they call here. I guess they call it against Hillcrest. Look at this right here. Tell me this guy doesn't jump before we do. Right there.
Yeah,
See?
he definitely did when he caused 48.
Maybe he didn't get across the line of scrimmage.
All right.
Harrison Colburn under center, takes the snap, hands it off over left tackle down to the 40, the original line of scrimmage. Pickup of about 5 for Omari Taylor once again. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
There might be 2 more plays, but maybe just 1.
Yeah, we're coming up on 1 minute remaining.
It just depends on how long it takes them to spot this next ball. I would think we're in the neighborhood of this is the last play.
This is a kneel.
Yep. Good. Good. I like it.
I think we're going to. Yep, you're right.
Well, maybe not. I don't know. It looked like it was going to be a kneel.
If we take this all the way down, I think we can.
Yep, there's the kneel.
Okay, good.
And that'll do it. Your final score here from Braley Stadium in Florence, Alabama. The Pats off to a strong start. Off to a strong start for the 2025 season as you see the celebration in the booth.
Yes.
All right,
yes.
Yeah. All right.
Great job, Hillcrest Patriots.
35-7 over the Florence Falcons. Okay, guys, we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll do our post-game stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
RSV Design scoreboard update. We'll get some stats for you, and we'll also get our players of the game. Back after this on the Hillcrest Football Broadcast Network.
Patriot Nation gets hungry for Chinese food. There is no doubt about where to go. Lee Palace in Inglewood Village. Lee Palace has been in the same location for 20 years and loves the Hillcrest community. You just can't beat their incomparably delicious Chinese cuisine in a family-owned, friendly environment that is second to none. The folks at Lee Palace love what they do and are very passionate about providing you with the best in town. Lee Palace says, go Pats!
Okay, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score there. If you can mark that as final, not the fourth quarter, Coach P. On your scoreboard. Yeah, let's make sure that we
get it right, buddy.
We indicate that it's a final because we want to make sure everybody knows that, right?
It's final.
We're back in the Bama Stuff broadcast booth.
Hey, great. Sponsored again by Bama Stuff, BamaStuff.com. If wearing Bama gear is your thing, Bama Stuff's the place to get it.
And the slogan is Bama Stuff. It's all we do.
Well, I love it.
Everything, all the stuff in the store is Bama Stuff.
Well, right? I tell you what, if you're a Bammer, go to Bama Stuff.
All right. Hey, guys, do y'all have some RSV Design scoreboard updates for us here?
Well, we will in approximately 10 seconds as soon as we refresh. Last score update we did here was 34-13 Tuscaloosa County. 38-13 against Tuscaloosa County.
Yeah.
We got
last score I had, Northridge was beating Calera 21-7. Obviously, when we watch our own game, it's difficult for us to keep up. Okay, I haven't updated. Northridge 34, Calera 21.
Got your IMG pulling away from Hoover up 20-7 right now.
Let's see.
Spain Park, Sparkman coming back. Spain Park only up 33-21 at the end of the third. Clay Chalkville blowing out Hueytown 42-0 late in the first half. They started an hour late because of a lightning delay.
Hold on, I've got to get to one particular score that I would like to look at. But whatever the case is, we'll see if we can announce a few scores of interest. Golly. Clay Chalkville. I know Clay Chalkville's good. But Clay Chalkville, 42-0 over Hueytown. Did you say that? I'm sorry. I'm paying.
Wow. That's okay.
It's okay. Okay, my bad.
Still in the first half, Brad. Lightning delay.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, that was the lightning delay. I heard the lightning delay part, and I missed who the teams were. My bad. Okay.
Do you happen to see a Saraland score there?
Yes.
Okay.
7-6 is what I got.
Okay, cool.
Now, that was halftime, so who knows. But an interesting game and a big rivalry game. St. Paul's 21, UMS 21. Okay. I would like, did you happen to see a Fife Maplesville score?
I've not.
Because, remember, that was tonight's Hillcrest Tennis mascot game of the week. Because, and I'm going to pull it up because
right now, this is a while ago. Maplesville was up 14-0 over Fife at the end of the first quarter, guys.
Okay, and I've got... Dang it, I don't see it on my thing. Anyway, whatever the case is, okay, you had Maplesville winning.
Once again, that's early in the game. Opelika up 19-13 over Ben Russell. Ben Russell with a top 5 squad in 6A, at least preseason.
Some really good high school football. Obviously, lots of scores to talk about, but not by us.
All right, guys, y'all want to get some stat line updates?
Sure do.
Okay, looks like Jordan Chambly was 4 for 8.
Perfect.
For 39 yards. Jacoby Harris running the ball tonight, 19 carries, 177 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jordan Chambly, 5 carries for 48 yards and 1 touchdown. Here's the surprise on the night. Caden Smith only caught 1 pass, guys. Is that right?
No, I don't think that is right.
Did he catch more than 1?
I feel like he's caught more.
Yeah, I don't think it's double digits or anything, but I thought it was in the 3 to 5 range.
Okay. Maybe so. But we have him down for 1 for 18. But, you know, as long as our stats program doesn't crash, we should have accurate stats in the future. So this is a step in the right direction. Elijah Miller punted just 1 time. No, Elijah didn't punt.
It's Gunnar Webb.
The Gunnar Webb that punted 1 time for 37 yards. And Elijah Miller, perfect on the extra points. 5 for 5. Yeah.
I thought that whole unit was really good.
Yeah, I was about to say.
It wasn't just Elijah. Right. Now, obviously, Elijah gets the credit because he's the one kicking the ball through. But, you know, Callan did a good job. Callan Cozon, the snapper, and Mason Cameron, the holder. Those guys deserve a lot of credit, too. So credit to all of those fellas for making our special teams unit or kicking unit very successful.
Yeah, Elijah, a little bit more also real quick before we get to it. I thought he did a great job with the kickoffs. You know that? Put it deep in their territory every time.
Absolutely, and that's exactly the way Jamie Mitchell likes it, deep and to the corner. And every one of them was inside the 5 except for 1 and in the corner.
A little bit of a shock to me. Maplesville is just curb stomping Fife. I don't know if that's accurate, but Maplesville 35.
Are they still 1A?
Yes.
Yeah, and Fife is 2 or 3. Yeah.
And 35-6. And we're not talking about Fife is usually like state championship good.
They've been ranked for something like 200 plus weeks, the longest in HSAA history.
If that's correct, Maplesville must be, and Maplesville's really good too. But man, anyway.
Okay, guys, if you look at the screen, you'll see that we have the Award Company of America and walk-ons, players of the game ready to do, and then we're ready to pack this thing up and head back to Tuscaloosa.
Let's do it.
2.5 hours.
Let's do it.
I'm ready. Let's do it. Yep.
You guys get to sleep on the bus, and I have to drive.
Oh, I bet I won't be sleeping.
Oh, well, still you get to relax at least.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, guys, let's talk about this. On offense, I think it's pretty obvious. Hillcrest dominated in the second half on the ground. Jacoby Harris was amazing. 177 yards on 19 carries. It's got to go to Jacoby. 3 touchdowns.
I think so.
He was amazing, and such a great sign of things to come for this season. On defense, we had a bit of a debate. I think that Zay Hall will always be in the debate. Anytime we're naming the player of the game, as long as he's out there on the field, he's going to be in contention.
And I do think Zay Hall did a great job, even when he's not in on the play sometimes, Brent, directing the defense.
Yeah,
however, tonight
we decided that Miles Madden also made a great number of plays. He had a sack.
lots of tackles, broke up a lot of plays. Miles, a great game, and we're going to give the player of the game on defense to Miles Madden.
It seems like he was always around the ball.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I would like to give a small shout out to Joe Davidson.
Joe Davidson,
I thought played really well, especially early, because I thought that was when he was more of a factor in the game. They were Florence threw the ball down the field a few times. He was in the right place. Made a few big tackles, I thought, early to help out. Obviously, Miles, totally deserving of player of the game, but I did want to shout out just because I mentioned Joe.
And you know who else deserves a shout out is a guy who got it all started defensively with the interception in the first quarter. That's Marcus Silvers.
Good job.
Beautiful read, dropping back to make the interception and really getting the defense up and running in that first quarter.
And then the last couple shouts out, if that's the right word to say.
I think that's right.
Jeremiah Beverly, I thought, and I also thought Deshaun Pope, and probably more people than we're giving credit, but those two guys I thought did a fantastic job up front.
Jeremiah also, he's under the weather. He hasn't felt well the last 2 days. I was talking to Coach McKinney today, and he was a little worried about him. So not only a great job on the field right now, but battling through some illness as well.
Well, let's hope he's on the mend soon.
No doubt.
And obviously for other teams, that spells no good for them.
Right.
Because if he's playing that well sick, I didn't seem healthy. So.
All right, guys. So there you have it. Our walk-ons and Ord Company of America players of the game. Special teams. Yes, we I think we've already said it.
No doubt.
But we need to make it official. And it's Elijah Miller. 5 for 5 on extra points. His kickoffs were deep and in the corner, as Coach Mitchell likes it. So there's no other person who could possibly get that.
Thought he really did a good job. Overall, really good night for the Hillcrest Patriots, and glad to bring the game to you, and of course, really fun to call the game.
And make sure you come out next week for the home opener against the Sparkman Senators. 7 o'clock next Friday night, Labor Day weekend, Labor Day Friday.
Woo. Yep. All right, so guys, till next time, thanks for joining us, everybody. We'll be back then. Your final score once again: Hillcrest 35, Florence 7. See you next week.
Go Pats.
Go Pats.